Listen, when has deadline day ever gone wrong? Let's do it live. Hello folks and welcome back then to Deadline Day, where from this moment onwards, we will not be cutting this video at any point. Now, I did a whole video talking about my transfer window plan. And well, we've done so much. Let me show you that. As we go to transfers, there have been absolutely no ins and no outs, other than Palestri on loan to Brighton. So well done me. So we have still £50 million to spend, and I've sort of just been waiting for bids. We've been getting quite a lot of loan offers that I'm not really interested in. They've been pretty standard, but let's take part then in deadline day. Let's get this ready as well. 15 hours remain. Oh, God, I've done that for ages. That feels good. So let's see if anyone comes in for our players that are no longer in the Champions League, and see if we can make some moves. So Victor Osimhen, by the way, to Liverpool for £86 million. £86 million for Osimhen. That seems quite reasonable. He's only 25. He is going to take the place of Osimhen, who's been good, but like could probably do with someone who is, I mean, the two of them on top up together at some point as well, with Rashford on the left and maybe a Bruno Mount middle, and then you drop Casim. I'm going to try and buy Osimhen. This was not the plan. There was no plan. I wish there was a plan. Right, so I think, I was going to type Napoli in there. Hang on, where was he a moment ago? He was on my screen. There he is. Right, so let's go to Osimhen. Let's ask the agent about the availability of Osimhen. We might be able to like battle Liverpool for it, or at least put the price up a little bit for them. We'll try and lower the demands. We don't need to do this at all, but he's happy to do it lower. And so let's agree to try and get him in. They want 86 million. How are they getting him in the league? They're top of Serie A, and he is the third highest goal scorer right now. Leao's playing really well. The issue we've got, right, I wanted to buy wingers. Now, the issue with buying wingers is, with 50 million quid, you don't really have the opportunity to bring in like a world-class superstar winger. I've been looking at a few that would make sense for us, but the reality is, like, you're looking around 70, 80, 90 million to do that. And admittedly, I think a striker in the style of someone like Victor Osimhen suits us a little more with how we play right now. He's basically Jamie Vardy from a few years ago, isn't he? So so we're going to have to structure it, aren't we? That's the thing. We're going to have to make it a little bit less. Oh, it's the release fee. It's his minimum release fee. Now, I think this year, right, I can go into transfer debt, right? I'm allowed to do this, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. It'll be interesting to see if other teams come in to try and do this as well. So the contract would start immediately. I had absolutely no plan on signing Victor Osimhen. Let's go for 220. The rest of it, sell on fee percentage. I mean, I don't really care, but mainly because I don't plan on selling him at any point. I'll give him a little bit more on the signing on fee if it lowers his wage ever so slightly, and he's not okay with it, but we're sort of locked there now. 4-year deal, 25, like that's a really good bit of business. His agent wasn't a patient man. As we've got 14 hours remaining, again, what really matters to me is who we now end up selling. We don't have like a whole host of strikers. The one striker that obviously makes loads of sense to get rid of is Anthony Martial, who we've sort of been here with forever. We should probably, it's not a transfer set, is he, in terms of like price or anything? There's just a transfer value to him. So let's get on this now. Hire an intermediary to sell him. There's interest in the player, but no interest. No one actually wants to sell him. No one actually wants to buy him, sorry. The transfer room, again, transfer list him, offer him out, see if anyone bites at it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be happening though. Team-wise, again, we're pretty set. If you look at what we've got, we're pretty happy with the way things are going. And just before I started the video, I was like, well, let me see. Are we struggling defensively? Are we struggling offensively? And actually, when you look at the league table over on the right-hand side, you can see 58 goals scored. Nobody's scored more. We've got 9 more goals than anybody else, and goals against, we're as good as anyone but Manchester City. So it's one of those things, really. Like, we're not too bad in either way. It's just some of those crucial games. We need to make sure we're winning them, and sometimes we're not. Speaking of which, then, we've played quite a lot of games in the January. An FA Cup FA Cup 4th round defeat to Manchester City is the only issue there. We did beat West Ham in the 3rd round, but Sheffield United, Forest and Crystal Palace have all been beaten, and as you've just seen, then we sit 3rd in the table, 3 points off the top with a game in hand. But Manchester City with lots of games in hand. So something to bear in mind as well. So will there be any interest? Lots of players still, as I say on my squad screen, a lot wanted, right? Delay, Varane, Maguire still there, Martinez, Van der Beek, Wan-Bissaka, Antony's on that list as well. We've got 10 hours remaining, and we're still pretty bidless from other people. They want to delay the transfer. Now, can I just ask that? What's our budgets like right now? Right. We might have to delay this and try and bring in £35 million. Okay, so delay transfer. We will now have to if we're going to bring Victor Osimhen in, which I think is a very exciting prospect, frankly, we now have to try and bring in some big money. And this brings me back then to Lisandro Martinez. People potentially want him. Intermediary fee. Oh, okay, so that's still 5 minutes. Okay, so it's still worth it, regardless of who I would choose to do this. Expected offers in 3 hours. That's fine. It's a lower deal, but for slightly less money. But he wants not as much money as part of the fee agreed. So, I mean, if he gets 60 million, it takes 6%. Like, it's still pretty good. So, I think that's what we go with. We go with him. We'll see then if anything comes of that. There's a few other players here that, again, could potentially be on that list. Players like Antony, I've got no interest in selling. Wan-Bissaka right now, no interest in selling. But the fact that we've got Jonny Evans here, I still think like we're a centre-back short, again, especially if we sell Martinez. But I'm sort of happy to go for like an older head, I think, that, again, probably costs around like the 10 million mark, that just comes in as a backup. Lisandro Martinez is arguably too good to actually be on the bench. But I'm Harry Maguire, Varane, like centered right now. I love both players. So I think what I want actually is like quite a big, like 6'4" man in my life. That's where I think we'll go with this, to really help us out in terms of if we get those injuries to players like Maguire, the player that we replace it with is actually not too bad. So let's just see if there's anyone that jumps off the page. Someone like Harry Souttar. I mean, he's got very Harry Maguire-esque qualities in lots of different ways. Like someone who would be like a really nice addition, someone that was linked with Manchester United 100 times. It's someone like Mats Hummels, but again, he's a little bit older, a little bit slower. Is that the worst thing? Maybe not. Someone like Dale Fry from Middlesbrough. It doesn't exactly make people excited, does it? I guess that maybe is the problem. But let's just, he's still playing, right, Mats Hummels? Is it 2 L's, no 1? At Dortmund, not for sale, 35. Like, he's the kind of player I would quite like to bring in, but I mean, they're saying it's not possible. I believe in miracles. So what would they want for a 35-year-old Max Hummels with 2 years left on his contract? Maybe if we just do like 7 million, they're going to say that's unacceptable. Okay, well, I've tried for Matt Hummels. Sorry, Manchester United fans. I really tried to do that after years and years of concluding he might be an option for us. I basically need another Jonny Evans, right? But we've got Jonny Evans. Yeah, we really do need another one. And in the summer, we're definitely going to need a proper another one. Where's he? He's not. Oh no. But we are. This is maybe not the smartest move. But we're not in the Champions League now, so it's a little bit like, well, does it really matter? Do you know what I mean? How much does it matter anymore? Dale Fry is looking more and more like a good option at this point. As a Manchester United defender, though, that worries me a little bit. But it's not straight in. That's the difference. Like, we wouldn't have to like hope that he'd settle well. You'd assume he'd just come in and do like a good job as the fourth choice defender. And let's face it, with the opportunity, I mean, maybe we should do it just on reputation. Again, someone that maybe costs nothing that is on this list. Is there any cheaper options there with a high reputation? Not really. I guess I'm going to buy Dale Fry, aren't I? Which, the more I say it out loud, the more I do realise, if you're a Manchester United fan watching, just don't. They want to sign a replacement. I can't offer a replacement. Do we have anyone in the youth system that is a good option? Right, they want to sign someone. I'm bidding 8 million for a defender that we currently can't afford. Where's the youth development? They've put it down here. I'd much prefer it up here. Is there anyone coming through at centre-back? No, there isn't, is there? There really isn't. A better overview here. Potential ability, centre-backs, Lewis Jackson. Oh, you're 6 foot tall. You're not Harry Maguire. Jace, you're 5 foot. You're not Harry Maguire. I'm now looking for basically what is known as a Harry Maguire regen in my mind, which is a weird place to find ourselves in. Dale Fry, £8 million for a 26-year-old English Harry Maguire lookalike. That seems like quite a reasonable. Okay, that's less reasonable contract. 50 grand a week. Martinez is going to leave. Well, actually, I hope he has to leave now, because now he's going to fund Victor Osimhen and Dale Fry. Now, the problem we're going to end up here with, as Anthony Martial steal, we had this problem in the summer. Like, some people just don't want him. In fact, so when I say some people, nobody wants him. So this is the problem. We're having no bids come in. There's 8 hours remaining, and we're still sort of at the same point that we were at when we started. So is there going to be a bid fly in? Real Madrid, hello, £52 million. The intermediary's going to get some money as well. Can we ask for a little bit more? Is that rude? They want 55. Okay, you've negotiated a higher fee for a player. The achievements come in. Right, so £55 million for Lisandro Martinez. That is what we're talking about then. And that's what we need. So, they've now said I should follow up my interest in Mats Hummels. Now, he's no Dale Fry, viewers, but I am still, like, the thing is, what do I have to offer? 10 million? Maybe if we make the firm offer of £10 million. I prefer Hummels, his experience, that he's been good in the dressing room. I think Manchester United need a little bit of that as well, as they've rejected the offer again. So thank you for telling me to come back in. Was there even a fee? They didn't mention a fee. Just the agent of Hummels is like, yeah, we'd like one big move. I'd like a payout, if that's possible. Some of the players that have been suggested to me, I don't need more left backs, so we can forget that for a game of soldiers. I guess we just ask agent about market interest. We're desperate to sell Anthony Martial. He's on so much money in the final year of his contract. Why would he go anywhere? Why? Just enjoy your millions, mate, while you sit on the bench in the stands for me. Very, very frustrating. Right, so let's continue forward. We've got 2 hours left here. Hold on. I need lots to happen very quickly. Otherwise, I'm not going to sign Victor Osimhen. Is there any loan moves that are possible? I really have panicked so much here. And I'm signing Victor Osimhen, a man that I don't necessarily think... I could have just got Makoko, and he's not as good this year. Tchouameni's available for loan. This can't be correct. Hang on, who's on the loan list? Because Tchouameni's can't be on the loan list, surely. No, there's a few players there. Smith Rowe's one of them. He's not a player we really need. We're pretty good squad-wise, as we've still got 2 hours remaining. The Fry move has been delayed because they've not signed a replacement. Oh no, so we need Middlesbrough. Oh, I shouldn't have allowed them to sign a replacement. £0 is required to be deducted from Manchester United's transfer budget. 8 million has been committed to another transfer. 45 minutes remaining. But what's happening with Martinez now? So is he? So what? Did I miss that? Where did it go? Where did the Martinez situation? Is that still going on? Is he still talking to them? What are our windows? Is their window still open? Sorry, have I just been bamboozled? Have Real Madrid? What's just gone on? So I've had I've done. What? So it's just finished? What? Completely done? Wait, hang on. Why is he? Hang on. What? No. What's just happened? When does theirs finish? Sorry, my voice is getting so... I'm going back in time in terms of age, but what's just gone on? So when does... When does their transfer window close? Hang on. When does their transfer window... Rules. When does their transfer window close? The 1st of February. So they've got another day. They've got another day. How is that? I can register Malacia. Well, that's like a new signing. I've done 2 episodes of transfers and I've not signed or sold anybody. I said I wouldn't cut this up. So, no, it's too late for all this. It's too late for all this. You are joking. I can't. You've waited 3 days for this. That's all I can think. They didn't get a video yesterday. Today's the day. It's like, the thing is, right, this is now just what happens. This isn't even a meme. Yeah, you're all waiting for me to go deadline day, right? But this isn't even... After all that, wouldn't have mattered anyway. See you tomorrow. We've got we'll do City. We've got City on the 25th of February. I can only apologise. I mean, I feel like I've turned up late and everyone's gone home, and I've gone, see you tomorrow. I've not even hit stop recording. I'm just in disbelief. Bye, everyone. Leave a like if you enjoyed.